right now, when I think about why this book and why a conversation with Lisa I think is so timely right now for me and for the world is because I spend all my time with clients around the world facing so many new challenges in the world of work. Leaders have more than their fair share of trends that are really new and radically different than what they're used to. And what I think is super special about Lisa's book, Talent Revolution, is that it's really painting a deeper picture of what has led us here. What are some of the dimensions that have contributed to all these changes that we're seeing, and why it's really important that we recognize a lot of the architecture work was not built for this moment, and how we have an obligation to build new ones and better ones. And even in the whole conversation around return to work that a lot of businesses are really facing right now. I mean, just 6 years ago, we didn't question why you go to an office, and now we're having questions from the employee population, like, why are we going to an office? And even just having that conversation is one that never existed before. It's so important to understand that the shifts, including the psychological shift of the workforce, is really important for us to be mindful of. That's among the many reasons why I think this book's really important right now for all of us to process, and also to use as a platform to have better conversations around building a better future of work.
Thank you so much for that. And I appreciate very much that you wrote the foreword. I think that your words and what you wrote in the foreword really add and augment what is in the rest of the book, and especially with a perspective of what's happening right up to the date today within workforces around the world. I was really thrilled that you agreed to be our author of the foreword, mostly because of the way that you think about the world of work and where you've come from. So, you've come from organizations that are large and complex and have to think about things on many different levels. And still, when we were speaking, immediately saw how this could be applicable, that it doesn't mean that just because you're large, you can't actually change. And that hopeful future vision that you have for organizations of how things are changing now, and it may be scary, and there are ways that we can go forward if we have the right kinds of conversations, if we use trust and courage, all of the things that are so core and prevalent in Challenge Factory's work and in my work, and what is so meaningful to me, I saw reflected in the way that you were approaching the same types of topics. So thank you very much for writing the foreword. I think that it really is something that is valuable for all of the readers who end up picking it up.